Judd Trump will be a big favourite, but he will have observed, of course, he wasn't in that Scottish Open, but he would have observed.
Yeah, Judd Trump is all. He stamps his authority in this match early on. A terrific start.
$14.
Prize of £100,000 for 100 during the season. Saudi and the UK Championship.
$30. $36.
Yeah, it was always going to be on one. Good thinking.
$44.
Please. Double. The left, middle, yeah. You'd like to play it, but there's a wee...
I think that's what will be interesting. If he does get near the 100 centuries, 97, 98, what will his shot choice be like then?
Might help him at some stage, but a good chance now for Lei to...
$9.
Interesting, I think. A ranking event winner.
$16.
Yeah, they're not easy. And he was on the stretch.
Win the opener.
Thank you.
Yeah, there it is again. See him on the stretch there. You could sort of see the head movement. And a bit of anxiety, with good reason.
Yeah, I mean, the pockets, as we know, they tend to seem...
9.
Of course, they're not...
$16. $22.
Could have two more tonight. Sean Murphy's on the other table. Now then. Nice effort.
31. Foul.
Lei Peifan did have his chance, but just missed that red with all the long stuff.
Frame.
And with the lead Judd Trump had, it was pretty straightforward to close out the opening frame. First to 6 reaches the last 8. It's just...
For pink to left centre as a possible.
9.
No, that'll do nicely.
Lei Peifan won, but he's turned up for
17.
pretty much everything else. In terms of ranking events this decade, the 2020s, the last few years.
25.
Head.
$33. $41.
Oh, look at the precision in that. Just almost encourage the cue ball round the corner.
49.
Got to say, in the evidence we've seen.
$57.
Be fine. Red does go past the green, but
Oh, and his cue ball's perfect this time. Of a double on 112 earlier. We were getting excited this afternoon. We
73.
are again.
yeah, it is, you know. Ah,
It shows what. Very determined. It's a pretty deadly combination. Clearly a very important. Didn't that make a great noise? As it whacked itself.
who was that? Terrific pot.
$7.
Judd Trump, so he still has a bit to go, but as we said before, with the ranking situation that he's in at the moment, he's plenty of time on his hands. Hold on to your hats. Yeah, just didn't look on.
Couldn't.
$7.
And
14.
So the evidence suggests he is holding, but he's still got a good base out there. He's got a good practice setup. And his brother Jack.
$30.
that's another example of, I know a lot of players in the game could play that shot cannons, nothing like that. Should be frame over now.
36. $42.
But when he didn't make it, he left the lot on. But this is a good chance for another century to take his tally to 87 for the season.
Thank you. 48. $56.
ball and left the chance from the attempted plant.
64.
Now it's about another.
$72. $80.
Such a smart way of playing it. Played for a choice of yellow-brown. First, just nestle the red away. Beautifully played.
$83.
The prize is 100,000 at the start of the season. It felt like sort of sending up the bat signal
89.
to Judd Trump. Get your cue out, because he was the one, a very serious prospect. He's already broken the prize
92.
money record for this season, and the season's not over yet.
96.
So this blue of the season, 13 to go for the £100,000 bonus.
107.
And it was a bonus when Lei Peifan took on that play for it. Judd Trump with the clearance. And he's halfway to victory after just 39 minutes. He leads 3-0. Gone, in fact.
Two break-off shots by Lei Peifan.
Judd Trump.
Yeah, it's one of those difficult. Of course, with the interval looming.
Lei Peifan. 1.
Just try and get a foothold going to the interval if you can. Close to that brown referee, Micah Kessler, keeping. Yeah, he's done well there. It's worth remembering as well, he's still a young man. He's only 21, Lei Peifan.
$9.
This is not going to happen. So as I say, you've got to dig in, hang in there.
16.
A chance comes along. And the other thing,
Thank you. 20. $31.
no problem. Just a question of dotting the I's and crossing the T's. Get himself to that
38.
interval still.
$45.
Yeah, he was 5-2 down, wasn't he, to Mark Allen in that?
I do like it. You know, he doesn't go in there to make friends and talk to
52.
everyone and get to know.
It's out.
59.
And didn't he play that? There's no one making up the numbers in this tournament.
Six.
Just see in the background, Sean Murphy 3-0 up against Barry.
73. $80.
Highest break 20 contribution.
$86.
Yeah, great stuff, this.
$95.
But given the
98.
context of the match, this feels like the perfect 10. If he can pop this brown. Going after the interval, of course, he can still win. Judd Trump, though, will be more than happy with his work so far tonight. It's been a terrific hour's play. In fact, we nearly had the maximum, or certainly he got close in the second frame. Then the century, the 114. But Lei Peifan has hit back with a century of his own.
Tell you what, if Lei Peifan can win this frame and win it impressively, then the whole complexion of the match changes. Of course, the problem Lei Peifan has got, he's playing Judd Trump, who's taken his chances early. But as you say, Phil, I think the next frame's big, and 6 points to his name. But you've got to get them.
One.
Because he can't do it here, going round the angles. But that will be his aim, just to move that red that's next to the black. I think there's your answer.
7. $10.
He's very good at keeping a break alive, isn't he? When
13.
again, wrong side of the blue. Well, that was
Judd Trump.
a real
18.
shock. It came out of nowhere. What a journey late.
1.
A couple of years later, in the Gibraltar Open, he scored a very
3.
pleasing victory over.
They're on. He's just looking at which of those two reds go. I think looking at it from here, I'm sure that the one closest to the pink pots, although there's not a lot of room for manoeuvre around there. But one of them, of course, has to go. And I'm sure that the one he's nearly straight on is the one that pots. Don't think the left-hand red's in the way there. Put it this way, the one below it doesn't pot, so that one has to.
$11.
Not a whole lot of pressure on him in the match, necessarily, unless the chance came to win it. Perhaps that would bring about different pressures.
17.
40th. And I think on anyone's shortlist of surprising winners,
23. $29.
Yeah, I mean, the further down the line the issue he's got. That's a pretty good shot, you know. He's finished top side. Got to make a decision. Well, he's not played it well, though. No, it's a good recovery. It'll be a good shot. The table with this shot. That's superb. What a pity. He was going so well.
Lei Peifan. 47.
now that's where over the last half a decade,
Very good. He's done not much wrong this. Oh, that's another excellent shot, though. Yeah, I mean, it is the longest frame. The others were very match. Don't think this frame is going to threaten the 2 hours and 3 minutes longest ever frame, Phil, somehow, do you? Long, it was a complete marathon of a frame.
leaving this red might. Well, Neil, he's suddenly off the boil.
Incredible eye for the ball. Just occasionally, though, it all goes a little bit haywire, doesn't it, with Judd? And he's talking about. It's always a surprise when it happens, but this frame, he's very much in this match now.
9.
They might be starting to perspire a little.
Lei Peifan, 13.
It would be a major turnaround to pull this out of the fire for Trump.
That would basically end the frame. Well, of course, he could pot it himself. Don't knock the brown in, though, because that's not helping. Those are things, you know, can happen. He hasn't quite got the object ball there, but next to the pinks. Nicely done. Frame should really be over. He's just
Into a 3-0 lead. The picture is looking radically different. 3-2 now. But when he was 3-0 up, he had a good chance early in the fourth frame. Concentrating on a positional cannon, he missed a box standard red. And ever since, the match has turned.
this. Such a difference. Being out in the open there, hand on table, than being underneath the bolt cushion. No one really. And it's amazing. He's the shot that's played the most of any shot.
Five.
Yep, just about.
13. $18.
Yes, you could use the bunch here because he's got that red, which doesn't help. That's why I only gave him a fairly gentle no.
26.
He's concentrating hard on that. Make no mistake. There's £100,000 bonus.
Pretty good split, isn't it? But all things considered. It's a long way off. And he's not potted that one for now, so he's not improved on his centuries there. Well, it's one of those shots, I think. There was a moment there, wasn't it? A fairly big shot. He had to play it.
Risks have to be taken.
Yeah, as I say, I just think maybe he could.
Thank you. 7. $11. $19. $25.
Yes, it reads like a very easy frame till he got it.
33.
And has stopped the rot, hasn't he? He was 3-0 up. And cruising.
41.
Here this evening. No one comes close.
52.
Yes, as I said earlier on, he's got a fairly unconventional cue action. He, straightens up from a an aim which is not dead straight when he first plays it, but he gets a lot of cue. He kind of whips the cue through the ball and gets all kind of spin on it.
$62. 65. $69. $74.
Double into one of the middle pockets, treble, four-timer, nothing.
After the failed plan from Lei Peifan, it was a rich harvest for Judd Trump.
Back to ahead. 4-2. 2 more needed.
One. Nine.
And 2 cushions instead. Oh, that's a good shot. It really is. I mean, it's hard to get.
15.
And that bottom red, we got a glimpse of it there. He's played on it. He's not got a lot of room, actually.
$20. $31.
Not the clean in a position he
38.
wasn't anticipating.
Yeah, it's awkward. Thin contact left corner. Playing a hold for the black as well. Well, I know it only just crept in, but it's really. Brilliant. And also the cue ball, very.
This
Yeah, it's typical, as you say. He's not quite like that. It's more spectacular. He can pot his way out of any problems usually.
61.
I suppose it's like anything else, isn't it? I mean, if you're as great a potter as Judd Trump can,
67.
will have until the end of the campaign.
$74.
in that final against Mark Williams, worth £500,000. That opening red he potted in that final, very similar to the one he just knocked in there.
82.
Yes, taking that left-hand red.
90.
So well played, though, isn't it? So well played. And it's been that sort of a break.
He earns this season, adds to the record he's already established. The most
48.
lucrative. $88 centuries now
106.
for the season, Neil. 1,068 for his career, and he's only 35 years of age.
112.
He could get to 2,000.
114. 117. 121. 126.
There'll be so many people watching this.
132.
Mustig.
139 total clearance, total class, and pretty much total control. Trump leads 5-2.
And you just can't see it happening. But Trump will not be complacent. In fact, he'll be fully concentrating.
One.
But I think he was guilty earlier on in his career when he wasn't winning all the time.
The hawk did swoop.
The loose red. Judd happy to put further distance between the balls and leave that red.
One.
That's Lei Peifan's first pot.
Control over the shot. He's got to play it with a degree of pace. It's missable because the cue was going in towards the reds. Not a very pleasant shot, this, to get the pot and be on a colour. Yeah, I think very reluctantly refusing the pot. It was just too much, I think.
Fun.
There are a few core rules.
Neil Robertson came in earlier on. He won his match, and before we actually...
One.
Yeah, working on the way with that. But the black remains on the table, and he might have played his last shot.
Yeah, I mean, look, you know, there are templates for these pockets,
7.
and they're all meant to be the same size universally, but I think that was a head shake. In other words, no.
I'm not optimistic about this.
Oh, well done. That was very well done with the use of side, of course.
That promoted the... That's a real hurdle to clear.
Yeah, absolutely. Played it with left-hand side. It was, the pot would aim, go a little thicker. It would straighten more. Be furious that he never got that cannon, though. What did I say earlier on? He doesn't take liberties anymore.
That's more circumspect.
Trump's generally played well.
6.
I think he's competed in most departments. You know, he did play the games ever seen, but he's pretty good.
12.
Happy to compete.
this by winning the Scottish Open. Lei Peifan for the year. And I think he's improving all the time.
$23.
That blue just gives him a little bit of an angle to play with, to head down towards the reds. He's got to really put topspin twice across here. Nice shot.
$29.
Well, he's gone for it, but it looks... I mean, I can't imagine...
Well, catching the pink
34.
was loose. Whatever you do, don't hit the blue.
Yeah, and it might be his last shot, but we have thought that more than once. Of course, it'll all depend and move it out. Or end up playing the double into the opposite middle. Goodness, he nearly missed that red. I was going to say be careful of the double kiss, but it was a multiple kiss.
Foul.
Wow, of all the things.
Lei Peifan. One.
You know, I think you're right. I think he has slightly lost his... once he tried to force himself over the winning line, I think. Missed a couple of shots maybe shouldn't have even gone for. Oh.
Lei Peifan. 6.
But he's had a...
Needs the lot.
That was a better shot than it looked. That yellow was well played, I thought, from Judd.
5. $9. $14. $20. That's the seventh game in the match.
Goliath did beat David. The world number one coming through as expected. But